Hello, Susan Young here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing in our series, Why Support Groups Work. We are covering part 9 today. Today we will look at the progress of Kim and Richard's lives to see how they recovered from their shopping addiction. As you watch this video today, pay attention to how would this apply to your situation and how can you adapt this to your needs. Now here's Kim's story. The group provided a much needed sense of family for Kim. She had spent so much time among jet setters, it was important for her to get to know people who led more grounded lives. She also learned that friendships didn't have to be based on wild nights in disco or expensive restaurants. It was the quality of the relationships, not the surroundings, that mattered. Kim worked near Richard, so they started having lunches together in order to stay away from the stores. They developed a deep platonic friendship that was a learning experience for both. It was important for me to realize that a guy could like me just for me, not just because I was sexy. I see Richard when I'm wearing my old sweat clothes and no makeup, and he likes me just as much as when I'm dolled up, said Kim. When Kim came to the group, she still had a great urge to spend and felt very deprived that she had no longer had a fortune. Richard helped her cultivate alternative forms of gratification. They would do things together that didn't involve spending, such as cooking a spaghetti dinner and having friends over, or bike riding in the country. She learned that fun didn't have to be expensive, and a good conversation with friends could be more stimulating and fulfilling than a night on the town. For the first time in both Richard's and Kim's lives, they had companionship based on mutual respect and caring. Healing often comes from something as basic as having close friends. Good friendships are a core need that is not being met in many compulsive shoppers' lives, causing them to feel even more alienated. By cultivating friendships, they begin to learn what intimacy is all about. This inevitably leads to deeper intimacy in romantic relationships. Perhaps because they shared the weekly group experience, Kim and Richard found they could be more honest with each other than they had been with others. This honesty meant talking about their innermost fears as well as their dreams. I never thought a guy would really like me if I let it all hang out, said Kim. But Richard taught me that a guy could. Now I have a new boyfriend and I'm being totally honest with him. And you know what? He respects me and likes me more for it. I think this really might be the one. Kim found that friendship filled up her life in a much more satisfying way than shopping. I hardly shop at all now. I already have enough to last me a long time. Sometimes someone will say, "Where'd you get that gorgeous outfit?" when I'm wearing a dress from Paris. When I tell them, it sounds so glamorous. But the truth is, there was so much pain behind that crazy lifestyle, I'm much happier now. Here's Richard's story. Richard was defensive when he first joined the group, but its support gave him the security he needed to admit that he had a serious spending problem. The group served as a surrogate family with whom he could share his feelings as he never had before. He learned to open up, to admit his vulnerabilities and disappointments, and to accept them. In the advertising biz, it seems like everyone's out to impress, and people just don't talk about their weaknesses or worries, he said. When I first joined the group, it blew my mind that people were willing to admit things were wrong. But when I finally started talking honestly, too, it felt great, like all that bottled up steam could escape. Richard was very thorough about doing his homework. He diligently made his list and organized his possessions. He reviewed his finances and set up repayment schedules with his creditors. He practiced relaxation and visualization and affirmations at home. At first, a cynical voice in my head kept saying, "It won't work." But I kept trying, and I started to believe in myself, he said. Richard had run himself into such a deep financial hole that he had little cash or credit to spend at the onset of his recovery program. Except for necessities, he had to stop shopping completely. He even sold his extra cameras. After 5 weeks of shopping absenteeism, however, he had a setback. He cashed a paycheck and went on a spending spree. When I got home, I really felt miserable, he said. But instead of just wallowing in it, I started writing about it in my journal. The words kept flowing out, and I filled up pages and pages. I wrote about my mother and my father and things I hadn't thought about in years. Then I called up Kim and asked her to come over. I hadn't cried so much since my mother died. We talked for hours. I never thought I could open up so much with a woman. It made me realize I don't have to always keep up a strong facade. If I can let go like this with a friend, maybe I can do the same with a girlfriend. I'm certainly willing to give it a try. We cried a lot, but it was a happy kind of sadness. I felt better afterward, better than I had in a long time. Something clicked that day, and I let go of a lot, and I haven't overspent since then. That was 4 months ago. Shopaholics, you have just heard about the progress that Kim and Richard have made with their shopping addictions. Feel free to share with one another how you feel about their progress and also share how you are doing in your life. Let us know how it relates to your life. Question of the day. Shopaholics, have you considered joining a support group to get help for your shopping addiction? Feel free to comment below. And if you are interested in joining a group, I have the information below for our online support group on Facebook. Feel free to join us. There is no fee to join. Our group is private. Hope to see you there. And if you have found yourself in debt, look at the information below. How are you doing with this video so far? If you like this video, hit the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Check out my website at www.stopbigspending.com and leave me your email address at the Contact Us page on the website, and I will inform you on our next videos coming up. See you here on YouTube and see you in social media. You have a great week.